Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about this 1-4-5 chord progression, what that is, how we can use it, and then how we can actually alter the sounds that it makes. So first thing is the 1-4-5 is referring to the notes in a scale. So when we play an A major scale, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 notes, 7 different notes. The 8th note is actually the repeat of the first note. Okay, so there's 7 different notes. So we have 1 is A, 4 is D, and 5 is E. Well, I'm playing in A major, so we have an A major chord as our 1, a D major as our 4, and an E major as our 5. So this is a very, very popular chord progression. And we can play this anywhere. Since I'm using bar chords, we can actually play this anywhere on the neck. We could start on the 9th fret, and it would be C sharp major, F major, F sharp major, A sharp major. Okay? But just the idea that we're just doing this, we're just doing that, we're just following that. 5th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. So it's same fret, and then 2 frets up. Okay, and that's our chord progression. So, and we can use this, I mean, this is in so many different songs, it's virtually impossible to start listing songs that don't use this. It's hard. But the idea is that because there's so many songs that use this chord progression, that it's just a songwriting tool when you think about it. I actually call it the songwriter triangle because it's got 3 parts. It's got 1, 2, 3, and we can play them in any order we want. We can start on D, A. So we can do anything we want with that. It's really makes it very easy to just come up with something. You say, like, someone's singing, let's say you have a singer, he's singing, and you just want to kind of play over that. You find where he's at, where his vocal range is, where he's singing at, and then you start going from there. You're like, oh, he's over here. Let's just say he's singing an A. So, and as you can see, I'm already making more stuff up, right? It's so universal. There's so many things you can do with it. We could play even maybe a ballad type thing. Right? And that's just using those same 3 chords. And it came out really nice. But what I want to do is not just get you stuck in this 1-4-5 thing, but we can actually apply this to the minor chords as well. So if we have A minor here, and if you don't know how to play that, all we're doing is taking this bar chord and lifting up our middle finger. And that makes it A minor. Then D minor, and then E minor. So we could use the reverse and use all minor chords, and it still sounds good. See? And we can start it anywhere. It's just same rule applies. We can start with any one of those 3 chords, play them in any which way we want, and they'll always work together. They work together. Okay, so, and then of course, you know, blues music totally uses this 1-4-5. But now the thing is that what people tend to do is get stuck. They're either all minor chords or all major chords. And what this video really is talking about is we can just mix them up, because even though we're playing A, D, E, let's say major, we can throw a minor chord, one of those, make them a minor chord, and they'll still sound good. Like if we play A major, right? Let's say we go to D minor instead. Actually has a very nice sound to it. E major still. And now we have something else. So it's not, so we don't get like that super sweet, major sound everywhere. We can kind of add a little bit of minor to it, and that gives us a little bit of a break from all that like extreme like positive happiness, right? Because after a while you kind of just go numb to it. You're like, all right. So changing it up a little bit, just playing a little bit of minor in that major. And so then we have a whole new thing that we can work with there. And it creates definitely a different sound. And it makes it feel like there's more depth to what you can do. And another thing about this is that you can actually change it from a minor to a major if you want to at certain points. So let's say we're still using this D minor chord. We have A, now let's say we're going to go to D major instead this time. And we can even switch it there if we want to. So using that kind of creates, now technically we have 4 chords that we can use to play the song, while sticking with just those 3 with that triangle of chord progressions. So it's opening up the range of sound. And you can do the same thing with any other version of it as well. Let's say we decide that we want to play, we're doing A major still, and we're going to use this D minor, and we're going to use E major, but we can use A minor as well. So that might change the tone. Maybe we can use that later on in the song. Let's say we have A major to E. Then we go to D minor. And now we hit that A minor there, and it sounds right. It sounds like, okay, we've gone to a different part of the song. So A major again. To E major. Back to A major. To E major. To D minor. To A minor. And see, and then I ended it on the major chords there. So just an idea that you can do that. And we could do the reverse. Let's say we want to take it all minor chords. It's like it's just too sad for the song that we're doing. We could change one of those and make it a major. So let's say we take the D chord, make it major instead of minor. Well, all right, so I played major at the end by accident, but you get the idea. So now the trick is this. You could say, well, I guess if we were to do something over that melody, what scale would I use? Because I'm constantly changing. Well, it depends. You know, and I'm going to make another video that goes just over that. But one thing you can use, right, is the blues scale, okay? And you can use the blues scale throughout any of these switches because the blues scale kind of covers that. You know, I wouldn't say it, like if you're using like the A minor blues scale, some of it may not sound right, but because it's a blues scale, those notes, those quote unquote wrong notes could actually give you more of that bluesy sound rather than just make it sound totally off, okay? But you have to mess around with it a little bit. Just a little tip. I don't want to go into that in this video necessarily, but just think of like we're using these 3 chords and then we can borrow the other versions of them, like the minor chord version of that. And then that would give us this full-on encompassed sound that we can, you know, it's encompassing both major and minor sounds. And we're not really doing anything crazy here. All we're really doing is just using the minor version or the major version of those chords. And it gives us a lot more depth. All right, so go ahead, mess around with that. And thanks for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit notifications so you can stay updated on all the videos that come out.